Dun, 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 dun. Today, I thought it would be fun if we just sat down real time and tested out a bunch of new drugstore skincare and makeup products. I feel like I see a lot of requests to do more first impression style videos, so this is for all of you who have requested videos like that. Let's just do it. Need to cleanse my face. Why don't I just bring you guys to the bathroom with me? Okay. First things first, this is a curling iron burn. Get your head out of the gutter. All right. Let's wet my face. I just stabbed myself with a nail. All right, we're gonna cleanse with the Curology Gentle Cleanser. This claims to be a lightly foaming face wash. And let's check out some of the ingredients here. Xylitol glucoside, glycerin, panthenol, and hydroxyxylitol, oat kernel extract. That is about it. Let's try it. Okay, it's like a gel cream. Into it so far. Oh, that feels very nice and hydrating. Immediately like it. I can tell instantly if I'm gonna like a cleanser or not. This feels really nice. I wanted to try out some of the Curology products from Target because I don't know if this was on YouTube. Whatever platform it was on, I was saying that I was confused by Curology launching in Target because the main purpose of Curology is to get a custom prescription. But they can't do that in Target. You have to have the dermatologist prescribe your prescription. So in Target, it's, how many times am I gonna say Target? The Curology products in Target are all of their products except for the prescription, which again is the main purpose of the brand. So I was like, this feels super strange. But so many of you were leaving comments saying that you or your husband or spouse or boyfriend or whatever absolutely love some of those skincare products. So I was like, fine. I'll try them out. I'll definitely keep using it. As of right now, I would say I still prefer my La Roche-Posay Milk Cleanser. I'm also really loving the new Ordinary Glycolipid Cleanser, but this is still nice nonetheless. All right, let's move right along here. The only category that I didn't want to purchase a new product for is serum, and that's because I'm currently testing out a serum to do a before and after review for you guys. So I already put that on, and that serum is the Ordinary Argireline Solution 10%. I'm actually on my second bottle of this and towards the end of that bottle, so stay tuned for that review. And then of course on top of that, I had to apply the serum that I apply every single morning, which is the Ordinary Buffet Plus Copper Peptides 1%. But other than that, everything else here is new, so let's do that. Okay, this is something that caught my eye immediately. It is the new ROC Multi-Correction Reviving Glow Eye Balm with vitamin C. It says it's a cooling and hydrating eye balm that brightens, depuffs, and reduces dark circles. I need all of that right now. My under eye area, you may not be able to tell because the bright lights definitely kind of like wash the color out a little bit, but my under eye area is definitely a bit darker today than I would normally like it to be. And that's because I'm just freaking exhausted. So it's the perfect day to test this out. And the reason why this caught my eye is because it reminds me of the Ulla Henriksen stick that is just like this for the under eye area and that I feel like I keep seeing all over social media. So I thought we'd try this one instead. Looks like a little chapstick. That's what it looks like. Let's give her a whirl. Okay, super soft and moisturizing. Not greasy, not waxy. Wow, it's very emollient. Okay, it does feel really nice. I don't actually, wait. I'm gonna rub that off. I wanna do a comparison with the other side. I don't know that there's anything cooling about it. The only thing that feels cool is like this metal portion of the product applicator, but the product itself is not cooling. Does feel very nice though. All right, let's compare. It definitely added quite a bit of glow compared to the other side, but I don't really see any difference in the color of my under eye circles. So, okay, now let's put it on the other side. I mean, it does feel really nice. I enjoy applying this and it's just something different. I kind of like that it's on a stick. Why do I like that? Well, since that didn't really do anything to the color of my dark circles, we're gonna try to put another under eye product on top of that. But first, really quickly, the ingredients in this, aside from vitamin C that stand out to me, are sunflower seed oil, palm oil hexapeptide 12, vitamin E, sodium PCA, calcium gluconate, astaxanthin, gluconolactone. Okay, the other under eye product I got is the Bioma Depuff and Brighten Eye Gel. This contains a triple ceramide complex, triple hyaluronic acid, and vitamin C as well. Let's check out the texture of this one. Oh, slipping right off my hand. Oops. Ooh, well that feels cooling and hydrating. It's just a super lightweight gel. it just like immediately liquefied and went watery when I started rubbing that between my hands. Oh, that feels nice. This is a nice experience. Wow. I like it. Not the type of thing I would use to moisturize around my eyes because it's super, super lightweight, but definitely nice for, wait, did that change the dark circle? Am I going crazy? I feel like it looks a little bit lighter, but you guys are like, yeah, you're going crazy. Okay, we'll let that dry. And in the meantime, I'm going to apply my current favorite drugstore lip product. This is the Neutrogena Lip Sleeping Mask. I realized I forgot to include this in my last favorites video, and I was so upset because I am in love with this. Oh my gosh, nice. Also, because I'm looking tired, I'm going to put in some Lumify eye drops. I am obsessed with these. Did I just spill that everywhere? If you have never heard of these or tried these, they are basically like whitening, brightening eye drops, which sounds a little sketchy, but it's from the brand Bausch & Lomb, which is it's a very legitimate, reputable brand. And I remember I posted about this on TikTok probably like over a year ago, and I saw several comments from people that worked with eye doctors or were eye doctors themselves that were like, yes, that's a great product. It's eye safe. I recommend it. So I was like, perfect. Okay. That all feels nice and absorbed. The eye area is definitely looking glowy. Okay, for moisturizer, we're going to use something that I talked about in a recent video where I reviewed a bunch of new drugstore skincare, so still new to my collection. This is the Bliss Glow Rush Vitamin C Luminous Daily Moisturizer. I think that this is so, so gorgeous. It's this lightweight cream that has a beautiful luminous finish. Like, this is the type of thing I would recommend to those of you that have never really found a glow primer that doesn't look too intense on your skin, like the Charlotte Tilbury primer or the e.l.f. primer, anything like that that has a luminous finish but is just a bit more highlightery. If those are too intense for your personal preference, but you still want to enhance your glow a little bit, I would definitely recommend this moisturizer. Look at how beautiful that is. And it still is a little bit wet because I just applied it, so it'll like tone down a tiny bit, but I just think this is so stunning. Give me that glow. All right, last skincare product, which I actually found in the makeup aisles, is a Milani sunscreen primer. This is the SPF BFF SPF 30 primer. It contains chemical filters, including avobenzone, octinoxate, octocrylene, and oxybenzone. Let's see if there are any other ingredients worth mentioning. All right, we got glycerin, vitamin E, soybean oil, and that's about it. Fragrance and essential oil free. I thought this would be a fun one to test out because I am always asked what I recommend for primers / sunscreens that work really well as primers under makeup. So since this was literally made for that purpose, I thought we'd give her a whirl. Ooh, nice. Ooh. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. Wait, I'm so impressed. It's like a thicker lotion. It is so silky soft. Wow. Okay, that's it rubbed into the back of my hand by itself, just because of course I already put that Bliss moisturizer on. So if you're wondering what the finish looks like without that underneath, it's that, just really nice and glowy, but like naturally. Of course, I wish this was an SPF 50, but things don't always work out how I want them to. Okay, this feels amazing. I love you already. On the eyes, on the brows, forehead. Wow, you guys. Why do I love it so much? So far, there is zero pilling with the skincare I have underneath it. Thank God. I feel like that's why I never do first impression videos like this, because it just feels so risky to test out a new moisturizer and sunscreen and complexion product. I think the first one I ever did, like over 2 years ago, everything pilled and it was a fail. Okay, we're gonna let that absorb and then I'm gonna go in with one more layer. All right, this is the final test. I am nervous. Let's see if the second layer applies without pilling. Oh my gosh, it's working. It's working. Okay. Yes. Success. All right. Feels amazing. Beautiful glow. I can tell that it has like a little bit of a tacky feel. It's not sticky, but there's a little bit of tackiness that I think is going to make for a really nice base for makeup. I am obsessed with this base right now. It's so glowy and beautiful. Wow. Okay, I couldn't find any new concealers that I wanted to test out, but I was sent these e.l.f. color correctors in PR, so I thought we could try to use this to color correct my under eye circles and then just use my complexion product to cover up the rest. Let's see which is for which. Yellow is to camouflage dullness in fair to medium skin tones. Green is for redness, of course, so redness, blemishes, rosy cheeks in all skin tones. I won't be using this, I don't really have any redness. Orange is to camouflage spots and darkness found under the eyes in tan to rich skin tones. So clearly not for me. In my dreams, I wish. And blue is supposed to be something that you mix with your foundation and concealer to offset overly warm tones. I don't have any of that going on. Okay, perfect. We're gonna use the yellow. Let's try it out. I'll just do a little hand swatch first. That's the worst swatch of all time. Okay, it's really, really lightweight, which is great. I don't want something super creamy under my eyes, because that just never works, does it? Okay, let's just do one side first so we can compare. Start with that. And I'm just gonna tap this in with my finger. I have an itch. All right, the finger is not doing what I want it to do, so I'm going to take my Real Techniques beauty sponge and just lightly tap over that. All right, here is what we are left with. I actually think that that looks really nice because it's not overly pigmented. It definitely is like light in terms of coverage, so it gives you natural color correction, but definitely helps my discoloration compared to the other side. Okay, wait a minute. I guess I actually do have a little bit of redness like around my nose. Nothing major, but let's just try the green for that while we're here. Let's give her a whirl. If you wanted this to be more pigmented, then you definitely wouldn't use a sponge, of course. All right, that definitely worked great. I am impressed. I love how lightweight it is, and it definitely just has a natural finish. Slay. The kids are not still saying slay these days, but all right, let's go in with a complexion product that I have been eyeing for a long time. There wasn't really anything new that I haven't tried yet, so I wanted to test out something that was still new to me, and that is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk. A nourishing foundation, she says. So this contains glycerin, niacinamide, vitamin E, panthenol, coconut oil. Oh my gosh, I'm scared. I'm definitely acne prone, so that makes me nervous, but it's towards the middle of the label, not towards the top, so hopefully it'll be okay. Soybean oil, aloe juice, urea, allantoin, fructose, sodium PCA, trehalose, sodium hyaluronate. There's some really nice stuff in here. It does have some fragrant components, so at the very bottom it has rosemary leaf extract, which is a fragrant plant extract, and limonene and linalool, which are fragrance ingredients, but at the very, very bottom, so hopefully should be okay and I won't have irritation. This is the shade Fair to Light. Hopefully this works. I felt like it would be a good color match. Ooh, this feels really nice too. Super, super soft and slippy. I feel like that's everything I'm trying today. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick it up with a sponge. We'll do one half of my face first. I am gonna kind of bring it up under my under eyes just to add a tiny bit more coverage, and then that'll just be my concealer. Ooh. Wait, is this the best complexion day of my life or what? All right, let's compare sides. So here we have just my base, and here we have the Clean Fresh, wait, what is it called? Clean Fresh Skin Milk Nourishing Foundation. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. Good coverage. I would say like medium coverage. Still gets rid of all the discoloration, makes my skin look a little bit more even, but it's not too intensely full coverage to where it looks really heavy and makeup-y. This just looks beautiful. So fresh, so skin-like. Obviously, I have a lot of nice base products underneath it. So this is what it looks like dried down by itself. As you can see, it just has like a really nice, subtly glowy, juicy finish. Stunning. Oh my God, I'm so excited that I tried this because I feel like I'm gonna use this all the time as long as it wears well. Okay, before I set my face with powder, I want to test out a new cream blush from Juvia's Place. They launched so many shades in this blush. I was shook. But the shade that caught my eye the most is Pink Lady. It is this gorgeous cool toned pink. Let's give her a swatch. Oh my gosh, this is so pigmented. Oh my gosh, you guys, okay. I'm glad I swatched that first so I don't apply too much. Holy crap, this color is beautiful. And this just like glides. Like what? The way that that just blended out. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna pick this up on the back of my hand to apply so we don't waste product. Oh my gosh, still so pigmented. I'm gonna have to really blend this. She is giving Barbie doll pigmented pink. I'm gonna bring it up under my eyes a tiny bit and then blend it all out with a sponge. Cause whoa, I feel like this looks like sunburn cheeks, which you guys know I do not approve of here when it's real sunburn. But back when we used to get sunburns, this reminds me of coming back from the beach all day and just having those like sun-kissed cheeks. It's that exact kind of shade. It's definitely a dewier blush, but not something that looks wet and greasy. I can't get over the pigment. Like, look at this. I feel like this may be potentially a Rare Beauty dupe. It's that same kind of thing. Wow, wow, wow. I didn't see any new translucent powders, so I am going to use a powder that I showed you guys in a What's New at the Drugstore makeup video. So again, not brand new, but still new. This is the Wet n Wild Essence Primer and Finish Powder, and I have really been enjoying this on days like this when I have a very, very glowy complexion that I want to just kind of tone down a tiny bit. I don't want my skin to look matte, but I do just want to make sure that I am setting this and making sure that my T-zone doesn't start to look greasy. So I'm just using a fluffy brush with this because if I use more of a dense packing brush, then it will look quite a bit more matte. The only thing about this powder is that it's not my favorite to set concealer under my eyes. I feel like it ends up just looking too white and it's just not the best for that. So I'm just gonna use my Holy Grail e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder, and I am using my Real Techniques 242 brush, which I showed you guys in my last favorites video. I am obsessed with this for setting concealer around the eyes. I feel like it's just shaped perfectly for that. You can just like hug every angle. I didn't see any new bronzers that I wanted to test out, so I thought I would pick up a powder foundation in a deeper shade and test that out as bronzer. That is one of my all-time favorite beauty hacks. I have shared that with you guys before, but I feel like it's just a hack that never does me wrong because I always end up with a more natural looking bronzer when I use powder foundation. So this is the Maybelline Superstay Hybrid Powder Foundation. This is shade 332. Let's do a little, woo! That is a soft powder. That's pretty pigmented. Noted, noted. We're not gonna go overboard. Okay, I am in love. That works beautifully as bronzer. I had a feeling it would. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Just doesn't get prettier than that. Okay, I want to put this on my eyes as well, not only to kind of just like balance out my complexion, but also because it's beautiful. So we're just gonna use this as a light eyeshadow. Not doing any sort of like heavy application or blending or anything like that. Really, again, just to kind of like mesh everything together. See the difference? I feel like that really just like balances things out when I do that. I caved on the white eyeliner trend. I feel like I told you guys in a trend related video at the start of 2023 that I didn't love white eyeliner on my eyes because I felt like it just made them look too big and round. But I have actually found that if I don't go in with a heavy hand and like really press to get it fully pigmented, I just do like a tiny bit, I actually really enjoy the way that that looks. So this is the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Gel Pencil Liner. I actually picked this up a couple weeks ago and I love it for this purpose. I think the shade is literally just white, polished white, my bad. So yeah, I'll just very lightly apply this to the lower lash line like that. Okay, we're also gonna try this liner from Pixi. This is the Endless Silky Eye Pen in the shade Bronze Beam. I actually originally picked this up because of Kelly Gooch. I believe she was recommending it for your lower lash line, but I wanna see how this works for my top lash line. It's this really beautiful bronzy brown. Let's give her a whirl. Oh, this is so easy to apply. I do feel like I need to sharpen it. Love it. Let's see how a wing turns out. I'm nervous. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wait, that's great. I mean, it's not the best wing I've ever done in my life because it's a little hard to do with a product like this, but this works great for that. I just need to smudge it out a tiny bit. I'm just gonna use this brush that I used to apply eyeshadow to just do a tiny bit of smudging. This is not a smudger brush, but I didn't bring anything else over here. Okay, love. That was so easy to use. I cannot believe I got that lucky and that turned out. You don't get lucky like that twice on camera, so I'm gonna do the other wing off camera. There's just no way I'm gonna risk it. And then I'll be right back. All right, also filled in my brows, but nobody came here to see that, so we're just gonna skip right over that. I have two new mascaras that I'm really curious about. They're both from CoverGirl. The first is the Simply Ageless Lash Plumping 3-in-1 Primer Serum Mascara. That's a mouthful. Let's do this one first. This has super full wand. Let's give her a whirl. What? This mascara is beautiful. I was not expecting that at all. Oh my gosh. Look how much it separates too. CoverGirl, what do you think you're doing? Please look at this with just one application. They look so fluffy. We're not even gonna try out this other one because this is insane by itself. The other one I had is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Mascara. I'll save that for a future video. I do want to see how this layers, so I'm just going to apply a tiny bit more on top of it, even though I don't really need any more. Wow, it's layering great. This is what dreams are made of. Okay, let's pray that that wears well and doesn't flake or smudge throughout the day, because if it doesn't do those things, I think I just found a new favorite mascara. Look at this. Beautiful. Before we finish up with lips, I want to add a little bit of this powder for highlight. So this is the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Pressed Powder in the shade Translucent Glow. I included this in my last favorites video because I have been absolutely loving this as an all over face setting powder when I want a powder to add a little bit of a glow. But this also works beautifully as a highlight if you use a more condensed highlight brush. So it's definitely one of those powders that can be used for different purposes depending on the type of brush you use. So we are just gonna add this to the cheeks. It's super subtle and natural, which is why I think it's beautiful. Look at that. The lip balm is also CoverGirl. It is the Clean Fresh Tinted Lip Balm in the shade Life is Pink. This says that it has hyaluronic acid in it. What else? Castor oil. This is what it looks like. Let's put it on this hand. Ooh. Oh, cute. That is beautiful. Perfect amount of pigment. All right. Oh my gosh, cute. Wow, that's much more pigmented than I would have guessed. I like just like a natural finish. But you guys know I'm a lip gloss kind of gal, so we're gonna top that off with the Milani Prismatic Peach Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper, which looks like this. I like the big doe foot. Let's do a little swatcheroo. Okay, worst swatch of all time. Oh my god, really? Okay, there it is on top. It's really sheer. There's not much color at all, but that's fine by me. Little bit of a minty smell, but not too overpowering. And this feels really nice. It's kind of like a jelly gloss. You can't feel the glitter in it at all. Oh, okay, that color combination ended up being beautiful. I love how those two shades mesh together, but I'm crazy and there's never enough shine, so I'm gonna top that off with the Physicians Formula Diamond Gloss. This is my current favorite sheer gloss from the drugstore because it is so plushy. And I also like layering glosses like this because it'll just sheer out the color that I have on even more and make it look even more natural. That's better. All right, let's remove this. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. All right, this is what we ended up with. I am in love with everything that I tried out today. When does that ever happen? Like, I just feel like everything looks so beautiful and glowy. The mascara, look at my lashes. Are you kidding me? This was so much fun to film. So if you guys enjoyed this and you'd like to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments below and we can just make this an ongoing video that I do on my channel. And if you did enjoy the video, you know the drill. Please don't forget to give this a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, click on that notification bell and send my channel to a friend. Thank you so much for your support in doing those things. It means the world. Thank you for watching my videos. I love the freaking heck out of you guys. Make sure to stay tuned for my next one because that will be up in a few days. But until then, I hope you have a great few days.